Ryan Anderson. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Now here's Quickly. Inside. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Ingram double teamed to the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Brown. And he buries his first look.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And stolen by Brown. Fast break, here come the Celtics.
This game weird. I should have it should be like 12 to 0, bro. He shouldn't have scored none of them buckets. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm right there giving him anything. Niggas just losing the ball out of nowhere. Niggas losing the ball and not
Tatum
going for it.
Over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he'll draw the foul.
Then they call a foul. They called a foul.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Yeah, look who I'm playing, I guess. I guess that's what it is. Trying to go make this a game, I guess. They know I'm supposed to blow him out. This nigga ass. I can tell by how he came out,
But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Outside Holiday. Here's the three. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Ingram. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside,
Right here.
and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And it's Tatum missing. Toronto leading by 5. first quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And rejected. Pass to Porzingis. Outside White. The baseline J is on the way. And here's Brown for three. Here's Quickly. There's the drive. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And during the first few seasons of Immanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
So he gets them both. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
It's good. Tatum's got 6.
What a move by Tatum. When he's pulling these off, he's impossible to defend.
Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's White. Still no points. Quickly deciding where to go with it. To the inside.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Here's Tatum. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Yeah, such a good-looking jumper. Nice high release. Tatum can do this all day.
They set a pick. Pass to Castleton. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, that's a smart play, taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Here's Tatum. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Raptors lead by 10. It's stolen by Holiday. Outside, Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Launches a 3. On target from range. Holiday's got 5 points.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Driving to the basket. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. White on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Tatum drives in, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. He's got 9.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the first half. Back to White. To the middle. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Yeah, knowing his position on the floor and expecting the ball, Tatum knew his job and executed.
Poke loose. Here's Mobo. Soft touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
On offense, here come the Raptors. Pass to Castleton. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. 51 seconds left in the half. Here's Shed. Here's Mobo. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Back to Dick. There's 20. Oh!
Wow!
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to White. Brown with a screen. To the paint. To win the run. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
That'll count. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Well, that's a gut punch to end the half. Just demoralizing.
That'll do it for the first half. Toronto out in front. They lead by 13. And will return shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Celtics trail by 13. Outside Holiday. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Ingram with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Barnes. And Brown has got the ball here for the Celtics. They trail by 11. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Now quickly. And Porzingis with the block. Here's White. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Toronto leading by 9. Quickly outside. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Outside Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. Hurdle grabs a miss.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Castleton. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Celtics trail by 11. Dick brings the double team. Pass to Holiday. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Tatum. Rebound Toronto.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Here's Castleton. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Outside White. Looking to get back on track. And White gets right to the 10. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian, and guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Over to the left wing. Back to Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Pass to Dick. And he drives in. And the shot goes in. Dick's got his second basket of the game.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
JT to the hole. Out of bounds. The Raptors will take it.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Raptors lead by 11. Here's Shed. Brown with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Outside Tatum. Brown with a screen. Second shot opportunity. With the second effort. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the second free throw is good. 9 seconds left in the third quarter here. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter. And here's Ingram. Gets it up. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just.
Nigga had these niggas in all game and they getting busy. Like, that is weird. And I'm clamping in.
So good to have you with us. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They lead by 7. Outside for Ingram. Quickly outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. And Porzingis with the block. Outside Holiday. Kick out to Brown. Back to Holiday. Tatum with a screen. Shakes him. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto leading by 7. Outside Barnes. They double him with Brown. To the inside. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis up top. KP wrecks the rim.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Quickly with the ball. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 7.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Now here's Quickly. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And it's Brown off the drive. And the jam by Brown.
I don't understand this game, bro.
Attacking the rim at full speed.
These niggas had niggas in all game and they still scoring, man.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there." Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Porzingis. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Raptors lead by 3. Picked by Pirtle. Here's Ingram. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
With those long strides, Ingram eats up space in a hurry. The defense is just a little late.
Good on the second one.
And crucially, he did enough there to make it a 2-possession game.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line.
Everything is a foul.
A physical guard who plays with no fear. Holiday doesn't get to the line as often as you think.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Quickly with a miss. Boston trailing. Kick out to Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
Pass to Barnes. Inside. Here's Barrett. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
And you know Barrett wants the ball in his hands, especially on these big possessions.
Outside Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And you have to love the intensity from Ingram when they're up against it, always ready to attack.
Here's Brown. White looking it over. Down low. Here's Tatum. He
Can't
connects.
believe they just gave him that.
And tie game. Huge basket right there. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Barnes. Here's Ingram. Pass to Quickly. Now Ingram. Yes!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
When you look at how they've come out in the second half, it's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And here's Ingram. It's in!
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Brown. It's off. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
I was supposed to blow him out, but this niggas made it a close game. What the fuck? Shit trash. But he got the Celtics though. But he didn't make a sub all game, and he's able to go toe to toe with me. I don't know.
Here's Shed. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy,